Hey, what's up, guys? It's your friend Fast Eddie, and today we're just gonna do some maintenance on the old lawnmower. Nothing special, but the end of season, the fall, winter little tune-up, as I call it, and we'll be good to go for all next season. Just your basic supplies here. We got some Briggs and Stratton oil. We got a new air filter and a new spark plug. Got a spark plug wrench and the gapper to go. Here is the lawnmower. Just a basic Murray. This is called the Murray Select 22-inch. It's the 6 horsepower Briggs and Stratton. Now what I did here, guys, I've already cleaned everything up. I like to fully clean the lawnmower up before I start any maintenance. Number one, just to not get it all over me, but so when I'm doing the maintenance, I don't have to worry about any dirt or grass clippings falling into anywhere that I don't want it to fall into. But yeah, like I said, I've already cleaned everything up. I also take my wheels off, I clean them, get all the crap literally out of the wheels because I have a bunch of dogs, grass, etc. And I grease the studs behind the wheels. It's another thing that I like to do. But yeah, let's jump in and get started. So the first thing that I like to start with is the spark plug. Go ahead and get that out of the way. Now you can get one of these here wrenches. It's basically just a really thin wall socket, but they call it a wrench. And this one happens to take the 13/16. But this here wrench, as they call it, has got 13/16 and 3/4 inch. Now in the picture it shows that this has a hole over here for to slide the wrench through and loosen it up, but it actually doesn't. It's only got the holes on one side. So thankfully I only need the 13/16, so this should work pretty well for me. Put it in the hole here and see what we got. Wow, that's in there. I don't think this one's ever came out. Oh man. Oh, there we go. Now once you get it loosened, you can go ahead and hand loosen it all the way out, and there we go. Whew. Yeah. That don't look the greatest, does it? Wow. That's fouling a little bit. I think it is burning a little bit of oil too, so yeah, let's get the new spark plug, gap it, and put it back in. I am running a Champion, because that's what was in there. The one that was in there was labeled, I believe, Champion Briggs and Stratton. I might have to take and knock that thing out of there. But I believe this one was labeled as Champion and Briggs and Stratton. But I just went with the Champion model number. Same thing. Let me knock this thing out of there. Yeah, obviously this is the old one here, and this one is Champion. But it also has the Briggs and Stratton logo on it. Now the new one just says Champion with the model number on it, but no big deal as long as it's the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and gap this and reinstall the new one. That's a world of difference. I'm expecting this thing to run a little bit better here. Now I got my gapper tool, guys. If you don't have one of these, they sell them at most parts stores. I think they're like $1 maybe, so, but they do come in handy. I got to gap this one at 30. Let's line it up on there. Wow, ain't nothing going easy for me today, huh? Man. See here, we're trying to get to 30. And this sucker just ain't having it, man. There we go. Now let's get on over to 30. There we go. We're sitting right at 30, so that should be just about perfect. Now we're ready to install it. Give me that. Alright, now let's just reinstall it. And make sure there's nothing in the way, no metal shavings or anything like that. Go ahead and reinstall this. Get this guy on here. 13/16 side. Give it a couple good turns here. That's good. There we go. New plug. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and leave this off. You should always actually leave that unplugged if you're doing maintenance or any type of work, especially if you're going to be turning the blades, which we're going to be doing anyway to drain the oil next. Nasty. Alright, so next thing up on the list is going to be the air filter. I went ahead and bought the Briggs & Stratton one. I think it was like 25 cents more than a no-name brand, so might as well just stick with what we have, which is Briggs & Stratton. Real easy to do, guys. Just pop this cover off, put the new one in. Now, I did check this last time when I was looking at it, and it was really dirty, so it's definitely time for a change. Good times, huh? This comes off, out, like so. You can just lift that off. But look at that sucker. That thing is nasty. We got the new one here. Yeah, I'd say it's a little bit of a difference, huh? Wow. Definitely time for a change on this thing. And just like we took it out, we'll put it right back in. Guess we can go and stick it in there, like so. These little things here just go right into the holes down here. And that's it, man. I can hear this thing breathing better already. What a difference. I think I waited too long on this change. It's always good to check your air filter, just like when you check your air filter in your car every time you change the oil. There we go. So now we'll be breathing better and getting more spark, and now we get to change that dirty, nasty oil as well. Now, when changing the oil, there's a couple different ways you can do this. I prefer the easy way, which is just using the drain plug underneath of the mower. Now, if I have enough light, I'll show you here. Go up underneath here, just like a car or anything else. And you'll see here, it's got a drain plug right there. Just undo that, obviously let the oil flow out. It's better to do this when the engine was a little bit hot and if the mower was running. That way you're, obviously, the oil's a little thinner, it'll completely drain out and drain out a lot faster. I also like to use these, as I was saying, guys, sorry about that. I also like to use these $1 shower curtains from the dollar store, man. They make wonderful drop cloths. They're that really thin plastic. They absorb pretty much whatever you drop down there, dirtiness, and when you're done with it, you just trash it. But yeah, check out these next time you go to the dollar store. $1 for their shower curtains. Make excellent drop cloths, especially when changing oil or working underneath the car, lawnmower, four-wheeler, etc. Now, when I'm actually draining the oil, I just use an empty ice cream container, or basically just whatever you have laying around. I'm sure I'll miss a quarter of it anyway and drop right in my dollar thingy here. Also, I forgot to mention, this is just a 1/4-inch ratchet. There's no socket that you need to undo the bolt or screwdriver or anything. Just, that's it. And a 1/4-inch ratchet. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and drain this and we'll fill it back up. Still going. Getting there. Just let it all drain out. Take its time. Get every little drip out of there. So you can get all nice, clean, fresh oil back. By the way, while this is draining, guys, all I got the lawnmower sitting on here is just some scraps that I made just to get the mower off the ground for when I changed the oil. But it came in really handy. I get up underneath of it, get the blade off, change the oil, clean up underneath of it. Like I said, it's just some 2x4 scraps I had laying around, and just put some things together, get it up off the ground. But yeah, it's worked out great. Now the oil that I'm using is just exactly what they recommended, the Briggs & Stratton, of course, SAE30. It's the premium 4-cycle small engine oil. Once again, I get this stuff off of Amazon, and I can get just about 3 oil changes out of this, and I think it's $6 or something like that. Not too bad. They also do make a synthetic blend and a synthetic, but I just stick with the regular old SAE 30. It's good enough for me. It's good enough for my mower. So yep, that's what I'm putting in here. I believe it calls for 18 ounces. I usually get somewhere between 16 and 18 ounces in there. So yeah, let's go fill her up. Let's check the dipstick, see where we're at. Got a little ways to go there. Get some more. Get her done. You don't want to overfill, but you definitely don't want to under either. So, and we're good right there. We are completely full of oil. Come on. Wow. There we go. Now it's on there complete. I guess we can take it off again, check it just to be sure. Now the dipstick's all the way down in there. But yep, we are good. All right. Hey. Alrighty then. There we go. Get that thing properly seated. I always keep a rag down here just in case of spills. Easy cleanup. Good to go, guys. All right. So there we go. A nice complete fall winter maintenance little tune-up there. We got the oil changed. We got the new spark plug in. Don't forget to put your wire back on. And a new air filter. So we should be running good. Now for winter, I also like to drain out the gas. Not drain it out, but actually just run it completely out of gas until next season. But as far as maintenance goes, guys, that's it. Air, oil, spark. 3 basic things you need for an engine. Always remember those. Air, fuel, and spark. If you have those all good working order, you should be running good as well. So there it is, guys. Proper maintenance for your lawnmower. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.